short qualifying then, 18 minutes for this session, and apologies if my mic's buzzing. I don't know why it's buzzing, it's not done that before, but anyways, we can deal with it. So very quick drivers I know are in this session, so quite a lot of them in recent times, but hey, let's see what happens here tonight then. 2 Mystic drivers for this afternoon's race, so I need to get used to their names. No Ninja with me this afternoon, so yeah, just me. My old gamer tag was Aiden Bird. I've seen you race somewhere, Aiden, but I can't quite remember where. I definitely saw you racing somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking of another person. Off we go then into the session. We've got 18 minutes of this short qualifying. Then we've got a 28 lap race ahead of us, or 27, can't quite exactly remember which. I think it's 28 laps around China. A bit cloudy. In fact, there's a little bit of rain that just appeared on my screen, so Mixed has left the session. Hopefully he can get back in as quick as possible, but judging by the weather conditions, it might rain in this early part of qualifying, so I think the drivers might have to go out as quick as possible, just in case it will rain. As Blair, Seb and somebody else has left the session, so we're having some problems, I think. Bailey Smith, good luck to my first race. Good luck to my first race points. Yeah, good luck to you too, mate. Racing points. Good luck to my 2 racing points. Ah, yeah, I understand now. Look at that, it's raining. So we've got Mystic Divine out on track first. Now, it's crucial that everybody gets out of track, because just in case the rain gets heavier, the last person out there will probably not set the best lap time because of how wet it is and greasy. So it's very crucial now to get out on track before it starts raining heavily. The 2 racing points are out behind us, so there'll be a rush on this outlap, or with this outlap, to get to the line first. Not many people rushing out. Why do people keep leaving the session for? There's 3 drivers I know that's left the session, so I really hope it's not lagging issues, but I think we need a different host if people are leaving the session. There's a racing point behind us now, is ahead of us, so we'll go on board with him, which is Bando. Zuka Bando in the racing point. His teammate is Hubert on the medium tyres, so Hubert has actually switched over to a different strategy, which is probably not the best idea, but I don't know the weather conditions. It could be drying up towards the end, who knows, but what I'm saying is, if it gets heavier, then he's on the wrong tyre, because he's not going to set the best lap time, is he? But the strategy is mediums to hards around here, so ideally it could be a better strategy, because if the race is dry, then he's on the correct strategy, but if it's wet, then the dry tyres won't even matter. They will matter in this qualifying session, because it started to rain. As Killet's joined the session, so waiting for Seb and somebody else to join back the session. Hopefully it was just a little bit of lag and nothing else. So Bando reaches the penultimate corner, then a heavy braking zone where people outbrake themselves if they don't get it right. The racing point is also overtaken. No, not yet. Seb's in the middle. Not Seb. The Red Bull's in the middle of the racing points then. Divine's joined back the session as Bando then on course to start a lap time. As we head down into turn 1 then, bring it in at the 50-metre board. Oh, that's a bit too much curve for Bando, probably turning a bit too early. Drifting out wide to get a decent exit through turn 3 here. Exiting turn 3 as Kubica has got a 5-place grid penalty with Thrillo for some reason. Now that Renault's gone off. That Renault down at turn 1 has gone off. So something's happened down there. I don't know what has happened, but hopefully there's nothing stupid. I hope for their sake. Kubica's on his outlap, so to get pushed off the track by Thrillo. Thrillo is on his flying lap. Has he lost his front wing? Yes, he has. So Thrillo might have hit Kubica coming out of the pits. So that explains everything, because Thrillo was on his flying lap, but Kubica, I don't know. I don't want to assume what's happened there. But I think it's just a misjudgment, because they do rejoin out of the track at turn 1. As you can see, Bando using a lot of steering input there. As we've got a driver off the track, down in 13th place, I think. Yes, it's a McLaren who's just gone off. Where's that? That's turn 7 and 8, isn't it? Yes, it is. Go back on board with Bando, headed into the braking zone. Look at the Red Bull. He's caught up quite significantly. So the Red Bull then might have got compromised on his lap. Look at the racing point they're all the exact formation as they were. Look at that, it's got off the track. That'll probably be an invalidation, which it will be. So the Red Bull on provisional pole at 32.6 is our pole time by Mystic Divine. The Dutchman setting some pace already in the 32s. Hubert is also invalidated his lap time. Danny Boy's back in the pits. Seb's on his out lap. And Jonathan Cox then heading down into turn 13. I think it's turn 13 anyway. Bear with me if I do get it wrong with that. As we head now towards the final corner, bring it in at the 50 metre board. And he took too much curb there because he's lost the rear end of the cars. Leclerc's retired from the session. So we've got some retirements already from PLT Leclerc. Jonathan Cox crossed the line to invalidate it. Kubica almost spinning in the pits there. Philippe's on his out lap. The Ferrari has invalidated his lap time. Keeler gone up into second place. In fact, there's only one time on the board, so what am I even saying? Two racing points getting close together. Dulux then, as we head into turn 1 on the medium compound tyres, so it might not be grippy there, but he will start to struggle if the rain does get heavier. It's raining at my place and it's raining in China as well, heading down into turn 3.
Who am I muting?
209.2 for the McLaren driver, not a representative of lap time. Second place goes to the McLaren driver 32.8, 2 tenths off Mystic Divine, and I probably need some help pronouncing their names because I don't know how to pronounce it. Heading through turn 7, now through turn 8 for Dulux. Not carrying a lot of speed through there like he should do, but it's raining and he's on the medium compound tyres, so not much grip out there. He'll start to struggle as now we come through one of my worst parts of the track. I personally hate this track. Hate this part of the track because it's just so difficult to get right. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong, don't you? You can't recover from it because it's just a difficult track, difficult place on the track. And now on the straight for Dulux as he activates his DRS, heading down into the heavy braking zone. He's going to brake at the 100 metre board, or just before it. There's the curb on the apex. Now we head to the final corner and Dulux can place it a few tenths off the second place driver and well ahead of fourth place. Dulux then on his lap coming into turn 1 and 2. Interesting, not many people set their laps, has they, in these qualifying conditions? Probably they're struggling. As the McLaren driver has got quickest with a 32.3, replaced by Mystic, who's got to a 32.3 as well. 4 thousandths quicker than second place. There he is, Mystic on a flyer there. The other McLaren driver backed out of it. Kill it then, we'll stay on board with Kill it so I can see how he's doing. Ending sector 2, middle sector 51.3. I don't exactly know what lap times these drivers should be setting through sector 2, 1, 2 and 3. I think 51.3 is decent, especially around this condition. As we're on that long straight then with DRS wide open right about now. Looks like somebody's been in the gravel because he's left some marks on the track, so he must have got out wide through that corner there. Could we do turn 13 then? I only got 5 lap times at the board, it's about to be 6, now 7 because it looks like Philippe's got quickest with a 30.7 as Killer crossed the line with a 31.2. It's well over a second ahead of Mystic in third place. So are the track conditions improving? We're about to find out in this later part of qualifying. Who else is on a lap? Hubert's on his out lap. Dandy Boy, I think we'll stay on board with him. Understeer central, I agree with you on that one. Understeer is quite common around this track, especially down at turn 1. Danny crossed the line with a 30.6, that's a decent lap time from him. Call him Kyle. Alright, I'll call him Kyle. There is Kyle then, down in third place with a 31.2. Not a lot of lap times on the board, is there? I think they're all struggling with understeer and invalidating their lap times. GFO Seb headed down into turn 1, but he's on his he's on a final lap? Looks like he is, but he's not using his ERS, so is he not using his ERS because he wants to save it? We'll find out towards the exit of turn 4 here. Putting the throttle on, but not the ERS on, so I don't know if he's on a lap or not. heading to sector 1. 24.4. I don't know if he's on a lap. Jonathan Cox though, his teammate will be on a lap as he heads towards through the right hander at turn 1 and 2. Let the engine do the braking through here. I don't want to clip that curb. Bring it out wide so you can get a decent exit to turn 2. Now heading into turn 3, kiss the apex. Gradually work your way through the throttle so you don't get wheel spin on the exit, which he doesn't do. Heading through turn 4 then, I think this is turn 5, but heading into turn 6, braking at the 100 metre board, gone purple through sector 1. So it tells me that Seb was just on an exploratory lap time to get used to the conditions. When the curve starts, when the curve ends, that's when your turning point, carry a lot of speed through turn 8. Now coming through turn 9 here. Turn 10, decent exit from Jono using the exit curb. As we head through turn 11 then, the worst part of the track in my opinion, through turn 11. Now through turn 12, got a bit deep into turn 11, compromised his entry into turn 12. As we now head to turn 13, Drillo has got into 4th place. Half and half is my game volume, and I can't barely hear myself talk, but anyways, I'll try and deal with it. Turn 13, turn 14 here as we head through the final corner then. Using the exit curve to arrest the car. Can he get on pole? Looks like he will. It's going to be a 29.9, and he puts himself on pole by a massive margin as well. It's about 7 tenths up on Danny Bob. But Sweet Crown has gone up into 1st place. I'm going to have to take one earphone out because I can't hear myself talk. There we go. Antoine is in 5th place with 31.2, just a few hundreds quicker than Killer. Killer's on his outlap who just came out of the pits. Who else is on their lap time then? Bando's out there in the racing point. Look at the understeer, he's suffering through there. The amount of steering input he's having to put in the car there, not going to do him any good, especially with the tyres overheating. And the amount of time lost as well, not going to do him any good, is Bando. He's not set lap time yet, has he? He validated his first run. I think he was the first car out on track. It was the Red Bull actually, but he overtaken the Red Bull. Look at the understeer through there, he's not happy with it, is he? The car's just not working with him whatsoever. There's his teammate right behind him, in the background. Can't really see him from this camera angle, too far away. Heading down into that heavy braking zone then, let's see how he takes it. Braking in a straight line, bring the car in, first gear to get the extra rotation. The car just wanted to step out on him, as now we head through the final corner for Bando. Missing the apex, he's gone out wide again, that's going to be in a validation, which it isn't, but he comes across the line and he goes up into 12th place with 32.9. Not happy with the setup, is he? As we start to go on board with him. GFO Seb, I expect to have some decent pace on him, but he looks like he's struggling out there at the moment. He's not been on the game as much. I think he's been on holiday or he's been at work. He's told me he's at work, so he's not been on the game as much. Not had much time to practice on this game as he would have liked, so he's going to have to get used to it. As we can see Kubica then coming towards the final corner to start his lap time. He goes back into the pits, interestingly, so I think he was just doing a exploratory lap to see how the conditions were. What about Kyle then? Is he on a lap? Yes, Kyle's on a lap coming through turn 5. Headed down into turn 6 then, breaking the straight line of the 100 metre boards, kiss the apex on the entry, get on the throttle as early as you can. He's running medium traction control. When the curb starts ending, that's when you turn in. Riding the curb through there, it's full throttle through turn 7, now coming through turn 8. Very crucial to keep the minimum speed up through there. That's where you can gain most of your time. Exiting turn 9 as we head to turn 10. Braking at the 100 metre board. Important not to drift out wide, otherwise you'll lose a lot of time in this right-hander. Look at the steering input he's putting through there. You don't want to put too much steering input through there. Bet the drivers are not liking these conditions. But it's all about skill as well. Kyle then headed towards the penultimate corner. I think Kyle we're about to go P5, maybe. We'll find out as he comes towards the final corner then. In fact, he comes into the pits. What about Philippe? He's out there, he's on his flying lap and Mystic's ahead of him. Is he on a flying lap or not? Mystic gets out of the way, so that's not going to help Philippe because he's going to lose a lot of time in that dirty air. You're not going to be happy with that one, but he comes to the middle set, he's 2 tenths down. On board with Danny Boy then, in third place. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve his lap time to get closer to Jono and Sweet Crown? Sweet Crown was the driver that Nova was talking about. As we go down to the 100 metre board then, Seb's just in front of us. Seb's still not done a lap time, he's just spun. Seb's just spun. As now we're coming through the final corner then, let's see where Danny Boy can place his Alfa Romeo. Can he get inside the 29s? No he can't, but he improves his lap time, but not his position, and he goes to a 30.3. 4 tenths clear of Philippi, who didn't improve his lap time. Drillo comes across the line to start a flying lap. Mystic's in the pits. Mystic Divine is on his out lap. Dulex comes across the line. Can he improve his lap time? Yes he can. He goes up into 10th place. He's inside the top 10 at the moment. Mystic Divine has just invalidated his lap time. Probably this lap and next lap. That's going to be frustrating for the Dutch driver. Telling me that these guys are starting on the soft compound tyres. Majority are on the soft compound tyres as Jim Straub heads into turn 1 now through turn 2. Now down into turn 3 then. So the strategy is mediums to hard, but majority, I say majority, all of them are on the soft compound tyres. This could tell me that's going to be a main race because some drivers know the strategy could be mediums to hard. I've seen other people do different things around China, but everybody's on the soft compound tyre. Whether they want track position, Mystics after session. Whether they want track position or not, I don't know, but they're all on the soft compound tyres. Is the 2 stop better or is the 1 stop better? Soft or hard? Maybe not, but we'll find out. Staying on board with Jim Straub then, it's a 52.9 in the middle sector for Jim Straub. Sweet Crown has invalidated his lap time. There's a car going off the track there. That's the AlphaTauri. I was on board with Jim Straub heading down the main street. AlphaTauri's off the track, he's actually spun it through turn 8. Yellow flags down here. A lot of quick now, the heavy braking turn. Who's that car ahead of us? Who's that? That's Dulex then, crashing in the corner, as Jim Straub heads up into 15th place. Kubica has not done that lap time, so he's struggling to produce a lap time to get himself on the board, so he is struggling quite a lot. Seb's actually retired from the session, so Seb will start down at P17, and he'll be frustrated with that one. And Sweet Crown, his last chance to settle, well, to improve his lap time, should I say, because he's got Jonathan Cox behind him who's on his out lap. This is his last chance to try and improve his time. And we head down into turn 6, and he goes purple to the first sector by 1/10. So this looks like he's shaping up to be a good lap time. If he keeps a nice stick, Sweet Crown. Gotta say, 29.7 is quite decent, especially in the conditions like this. And Jonathan Cox, his main rival, the two this on their lap in this qualifying session. We now head down to turn 10, breaking at the 100 metre board as he goes a tenth quicker, and has a start lock up as well into the corner. These conditions are my conditions because I love the rain. We've got yellow flags ahead of us. Can he get a cheeky slipstream off the Red Bull and the Mercedes? He's too far away for that. As qualifying is now done. We see an AlphaTauri across the line. Can the AlphaTauri improve? No, he can't. Yes, he can. He goes up into 4th place. Sweet Crown comes across the final corner. Now headed to the line. It's going to be a decent lap time. It's going to be a 29.4, and he goes on to pole position, and he improves it by 2/10 there. Jonathan Cox left. And Jonathan Cox is 3/10 down, so I don't think he's going to improve. Kyle goes up into 4th place. Drillo's in 6th place. Philippines in 5th. Hubert is in 7th place to the McLaren driver. Mystics in 11th ahead of the other McLaren driver. Qualifying is over then, and I don't think anybody else is on their lap times. Kubica is on a lap? I don't think he is. Mystic's not on a lap, is he? Jonathan Cox has retired, so he will start down in second place on the front row alongside Sweet Khan. We've got Jim Strav ahead of us, followed by Mystic Divine right behind us. If he has no lap time, Mystic Divine's got a good toe down the straight, but they've got some cars ahead of us. Those cars need to get out of the way. Who's that car ahead of us? Who is it? It's Kyle. Oh dear, he's just hit the back of him. He might get a penalty for that one, Mystic Divine or Kyle. Jim Stripe headed towards. Oh, it doesn't matter. The qualifying's done anyways. As GFO said, left the session. SHR Indigo. Right then, so Sweet Car and the German drivers are on pole ahead of Jonathan Cox. Danny Boy is in third place ahead of Kyle. Philippe, both AlphaTauris had amazing qualifying. Philo is in sixth place ahead of Antoine Hubert. Eighth place is the Alfa Romeo ahead of Mystic in ninth. The McLaren drivers in 10th ahead of Dulex. Mystic Divine is in 12th place ahead of Kubica, who's got a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Philo. Polish drivers in 14th ahead of Bando. James Straff is in 16th ahead of Leclerc. Seb's in 18th place and no time. So Leclerc and Seb haven't got a lap time on the board, so they'll be started down in the last position then. That's quite important. Now let's move on to the race. Got an interesting race coming up ahead of us. It could be an interesting one because we've got some drivers out of position, and it'll be interesting to see how they can make their way up through the field. It's going to be a difficult one, especially around China, and I don't know the track conditions. Full, yep, as I predicted, it is a rainy race. That's why they're on the soft compound tyres, because the strategy is usually mediums to hards, but all of them went on the softs. So that probably explains why then. Good thinking from me. I was a bit curious to know why they're on the soft compound tyres, but we all know why. So it's an interesting race then. So track position in the rain is crucial. Let's see who's got the skills in the rain. Let's see who's got a wet setup and a dry setup. Will that even matter? Because I don't know if there's much difference in the dries and wet setups. I usually tend to find dry setups better than wet setups. That might be my challenge or my fault. This is going to be an interesting race ahead of us. Williams driver on pole, which you don't usually see no more. Who's going to win this Chinese Grand Prix then? Will it be Sweet Khan, Jonathan Cox, Danny Boy, Kyle or Philippe? Who is going to win this Chinese Grand Prix? On the intermediate tyres, so light standing water. Probably a relief to some, but also might be a struggle. Mystic's having connection issues, unfortunately for him. Hopefully he can get back in. He's qualified down in 8th place. He's also been disqualified too. Tyres, intermediates and wets. This is the first wet race I've commentated in the 2020 game. Not seen a wet race yet, but I'm witnessing one now, and let's see how it goes. There's 2 drivers been disqualified from the formation now. That's Danny Boy and Mystic. They're going to have some cold tyres on the start of the grid then. Not going to be ideal for them. They're going to be dropping down the order like a stone. This is crucial for Danny Boy because he's at the top of the leaderboard, isn't he? And now he's looking down now. It's a third place. Didn't make sense, did it? You need to rephrase that. He is in third place. He's been disqualified. Where's the rest of the grid? Where are the rest of the grid? What are they doing? There they are, appearing on the horizon. Look at that. What a scene. You can see all 18 drivers in the shot then, or 16 shall I say. 2 of them were disqualified. Hopefully they had a nice wait. On the grid then, two drivers been as qualified, Mystic and Danny Boy. So Danny was in 8th place, Mystic, but he's dropped down to 9th. He did qualify in 8th, but for some reason he's down in 9th. Right then, there are the lights. 3, 4, 5. We are underway for round 4 of the Chinese Grand Prix. Who gets a better start for the line? Jonathan Cox, a massive wheel spin, and he drops down into 3rd place. Kyle's in 2nd place. He's dropped down into 4th place. And he's lost 2 positions at the start. Go side by side is the Haas and the AlphaTauri. And look at Jonathan Cox trying to fight back on the Williams. They're trying to sneak through down the inside. That was the outside line, but might be the difficult way around. But look at that, Thrillo's outbroke himself. Jonathan Cox is going to sneak through on the inside, and he takes back 3rd place away from Thrillo. Further down the field, Danny Boy's in 5th place. We've got yellow flags already, and that's Mystic Divine. The Dutchman has spun and lost part of his front wing. Heading down into turn 6 then. Look at Danny Boy versus Dulek side by side, quit out of turn 6. One of them has to back out as the Ferrari has got past, well, almost past the McLaren. They both go side by side. The McLaren trying to go around the outside. He's trying to do it. What a bravery on the start. But they both make contact, and he managed to save the car. But they're still side by side, heading to turn 7 and turn 8. Mystic versus Bando. Mystic is up into 10th place ahead of Bando. He's lost a position because of those cold tyres at the start of the race, but looks like a decent first lap then, as Jonathan Cox is trying to fight back on Kyle. Kyle in 2nd place. 2.3 second gap already between 1st and 2nd as Leclerc. Well, Leclerc has overtaken back Leclerc for 12th place. On that long back straight then, headed towards the heavy braking zone down at turn 13. We've got McLaren side by side with the Haas. Well, he was with the Haas. Coming down then into turn 13. No moves are being made so far, but except the McLaren behind. The Haas goes down the inside of McLaren. And that's Leclerc versus Frequez, and Leclerc is up into 12th place. Look at a tank slapper that Jim Strap have coming out of turn 13. Jonathan Cox is side by side with Kyle coming down into turn 1. He's alongside, look at that, trying to go the long way around into turn 1 and 2. He's got the inside line for turn 3. And he's got ahead of Kyle for 2nd place. Not 14th place, 2nd place. Yep, we're doing that glitch again, which is quite difficult for us because we're going to find some drivers out of position. Look at the McLaren driver going around the outside of the Renault. Now they come side by side to turn 5, heading down into turn 6. McLaren has the inside line, but the Renault trying to outbrake him there. Trying to go around the outside, but they both bang wheels. And they're still side by side, just like on lap 1. Good, yellow flags are set to 2, and that's probably... who's that? Jonathan Cox has spun. There he is, coming back on track, and Jonathan Cox, and the Cubits is about to spin, but he saved it. And Jonathan Cox down in 12th place and just suffering with overheating tyres. Jonathan Cox probably being a bit too aggressive there. He's got such great pace, but Jonathan Cox keeps throwing away his races. That's his downside. He's got such great pace, but he keeps throwing away his races. And more yellow flags. A virtual safety car has been deployed because McLaren driver has retired from the session. What a weird place to retire. Not seen a driver retire there before. As Jonathan Cox can slow down for us. Has he lost a wheel? Yeah, he's lost a wheel. Strange place to retire, but probably made contact with somebody on that straight. Don't know how he made contact because you're going in a straight line, but where things do happen. As Bando gets a drive-through penalty as Hubert has left the session. Bando gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car then, as the virtual safety car has now disappeared and we can go racing again. So Thrillo versus Danny Boy for third place. You can see him fighting with the car. Mystics joined back the session as Riley. Hello Riley, how are you doing mate? You alright? Kubica's gone down the inside of Seb. Seb versus Kubica. They go side by side coming out of turn 2, now coming through turn 3. They're both very close to each other. Touching side pods and banging wheels with each other. As Kubica stays ahead of Seb. I'm very good mate, thank you very much. You can see a lot of drivers fighting with their cars. Fighting with themselves more like. Trying to keep it on the track. We've got a battle for third place going on between Thrillo, Danny and Dulex and Philippi. Look at this then, looks like Danny Boy is going to get the move done because Thrillo's just got out wide. Much better exit from Danny Boy, followed by Dulex as well, the Spanish driver looking behind but pulls out to go alongside. And they're abusing the ERS button, but it's easy to save in the race. Will Danny Boy try to go down the inside? Nope, Thrillo breaks later than him. And he stays in third place at the moment, unless Danny can get a better exit, which he can't. Got a tank slapper going on. Anyone behind we're making overtakes. Sweet Crown has a 7.5 second gap over Kyle in second place. 1.8 seconds is between Kyle and Thrillo, followed by Danny Boy who's right behind him as Jono's overtaken Hubert, as Hubert has joined the session. Easy to lose the car turn 2 and turn 3, especially with no traction. You've got to be so careful exiting that corner. Jonathan Cox has overtaken his teammate for 13th place. Hubert's joined back the session. 4 tenths of the gap between Thrillo and Danny Boy. They're battling for the podium positions, followed by Dulex and Philippi and Ferrari. Kubica is overtaking the McLaren driver because I think the McLaren driver's in the wall. There he is. Oh, he's in the gravel more like. McLaren driver's done that in qualifying, didn't he? So he needs to be careful not to do that again. You see him suffering with oversteer, trying to apply the throttle. Look at that. I bet he wishes he had DRS down that straight because he can't overtake the Williams. You have to try a different way to get past the Williams. As we lost our graphic there, as Sweet Crown says the fastest lap of 1:45.5. Dare say if I was in this race I would have challenged him. Actually I need to give him some company in this race, but 10.3 seconds, he's improved by 2.5 seconds ever since I last checked. As Leclerc has overtaken Bando Boy. Bando Boy, where is he? He's in the pits. So our first top runner in the pits then, let's see. It's not time for dry tyres, is it? It's starting to dry up? No, it's not. It's still raining. What am I even saying? Probably got a bit too excited there. Bando rejoins down in 14th place then, behind his teammate. His teammate's 2 tenths behind. In fact, Hubert's got past Seb. PRT Hubert is now up into 12th place ahead of GFO Seb. The GFO Seb has actually lagged out because he's got a red X next to his name. Back to the battle for third place then. It must be frustrated for Danny Boy that he can't get past Thrillo. You can have to try a different way around next time. Probably save ERS to try and get past. Can you get a decent exit? Because look at that. I think Kyle's struggling. He's just gone onto the grass. Kyle is struggling. Jonathan Cox has got past Kubica. And Thrillo is right behind Kyle. So Kyle's been struggling for these past few laps because they've actually caught up to him. Danny Boy wishes he could get past those two. 13.2 second gap. Sweet Crown must be enjoying life out in front, not being troubled whatsoever. Fortunately for him, I'm coming next race to try and stop him, so he best watch out. I'm only kidding. He'll probably be a bit too quick for me, so I'll probably be fighting with these guys here. There's a train I wouldn't like to be on right now. Danny Boy needs to try and find a different way to get past Thrillo. And Bando's just overtaking Seb as Hubert's retired. Hubert has retired in the pit, so he's had enough of this race. So one racing point out and the other one down in 12th place, trying to gain some time. Make up some lost ground. He suffered at the start. You can see the Haas driver. Oh, Kyle's made a mistake again. The Haas driver creeping up right behind Danny Boy, and Drillo's just we're just stuck in the DRS train at the moment. We can't get past anybody. We try and go down the inside. He's gonna try and nope, he can't. Mystic Divine has got past the McLaren driver. There he is, the Dutchman in top 14th place. You see Danny Boy in the back of Thriller then as we head down into turn 6, but he still can't get past. He's very close, but can't. He's close, but yet too far. Mr. Divine's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He's just stuck in that dirty air. He just can't do anything about it, can he? He's actually gone wide. Will that allow Dulac to come through? No, he can't. Just had some chili. Was the chili nice, Nova? Could I have some chili too, because I'm hungry. Look, he's always struggling through that turn 13. It looks like Thrillo's about to make a move on Kyle. We're going to try and ride the outside. Any mistake, it'll allow Danny Boy to take the opportunity, but they both collect each other. And Danny Boy is got past both of them, or has he got past both of them? Yes, he has. And Drillo trying to go down the inside, he cuts the corner. Kyle goes off the track. And Kyle receives a 3-second time penalty. Patience is needed in this race, because they would have done this if they didn't make that connection with each other. They connected with wheels with each other, didn't they? As Kyle is now alongside Danny Boy, but has to back out of it. Jonathan Cox has got past Leclerc. I think I prefer a oh, Kubica is going off the track. He's going to go off the track. He's saved it. There's the battle for 4th place then. Dulux is falling into the clutches. I mean, Thrillo's falling into the clutches of Dulux then. Looks like Thrillo's struggling on these tyres. He's trying to go one down the inside, probably to put him off but not make an overtake. Yellow flags on a sector 2, and that's probably the Renault driver, isn't it? Yeah, it's Kubica who just made a mistake. He's taken out the bollard as well. Yet again, too far back. You're going to try one down the inside of here? I don't think so. Too far back. But look at Philippe then, trying to take advantage of Dulex. Getting a better exit coming out of turn 13. Now heading down into turn 14. He gets ahead of him. Wow, what an overtake from Philippe. I think Dulex might have backed out of it. 20.5 seconds is the gap between Sweet Clown and Danny Boy. I mean, he's on trouble at the front. He might need to slow down so we can get some competition. I'm only kidding, he won't do that. And look at this then, Dulex versus Philippe. Going side by side, we head down into turn 3. And Philippe stays ahead of Dulex. Kubica is in the pits for his first pit stop, so I think he's had enough on those intermediate tyres. I bet he must be bored out in front, is Sweet Khan. Look at Philippe then all over the back of Dulex. Can he make this overtake? Yes he can, up into 5th place. But the Alpha following behind him, but Dulex will send it down the inside. Not giving up easily is Dulex. Oh, Drillo's spun! And he's onto the glass. He half spun it but managed to save it, and that's going to cost him a lot of time as Philippe is in the pits for his first and only pit stop. And McLaren driver has spun it. There's not much going on in this race. Jonathan Cox, he's right behind Jim's drive, so let's see how that battle will fold out. He's going to try one side down the inside. Nope. There's a massive twitch of oversteer there. Cars are complaining all over the place. Can Jonathan Cox make this overtake heading down into turn 14? Both using that EOS button, both draining the energy. Will he make an overtake? No, he won't. Too far back to make that one. Oh dear, yellow flag. Who's that? That's an Alfa Romeo who's just spun. Seen a few cars spinning there. The most common place to spin, as Killer, Kyle and Dulex are in the pits. Jonathan Cox is still lurking on the back of Jim's strap. The yellow flag's down there because the McLaren has gone off the track again. On lap 11 out of 28, still got a lot of laps to go. in this long Chinese Grand Prix ahead of us. Quite a few drivers making mistakes, left, right and centre. And nobody's going to challenge Sweet Khan, he's too quick for other drivers. And yeah, again, Jono still can't get past the Mercedes as we've got Danny Boy in the pits and Dulex is right behind Philippe. They're going side by side with each other on the long straight. But Dulex has drained that EOS compared to Philippe. He's got way more EOS compared to him. He's going to try and send one down the inside. They're going side by side at the corner. But who will get ahead? And I dare say it'll be Philippe, which it is. And he gets up into 7th place. As Leclerc has received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yellow flags again to sector 1, but I can't find out who it is. Probably the McLaren driver again because he's going out wide through turn 1. Dulex heading towards turn 6, he's going to make it down the inside. And no, because Philippe's got much better traction coming out of turn 6 and he gets ahead. Up into 6th place, or stays ahead shall I say. And Dulex is right behind. Sweet Khan has made an entry to the pit lane. Jonathan Cox and Jim Strap are in the pits as well. Yellow flags in sector 3. I think someone's actually crashed there. Nope, he's retired in the pit lane. Not much going on in this race, is there? With this, I kind of knew it was going to be like this, but I think it would be better off if it was dry. And Dulex is right behind Philippe. They're actually catching up to Kyle as well, those two. Both AlphaTauri teammates having a good race so far. They qualified down in 4th and 5th, but Philippe struggling coming out of turn 13. You can see the back end just wanted to lose itself. And he's got no EOS whatsoever, has Dulex, so he can't use it on the straight. And it's probably the best idea for Philippe to save it because he knows he can't get past, because the straight line speed is not good enough and he hasn't got any EOS to support him on the straight either. Sweet Khan just having a fantastic race out up front. Might as well go grab a coffee while he's at it as well. 4 tenths up to the first sector. Good idea. Might go grab a coffee after this race because I'm getting a bit tired. Probably go sleep after this race. This is the problem with the games, because you just get a lot of trains, it's so hard to overtake. And there's also a problem in real life F1, but there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you get good races and sometimes you don't get any good races at all, but it's just how it is with F1 these days. Sorry if apologies if it is a bit boring, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Not all races can be good, and not all races can be bad either. What day is today? Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday today. The DRS trains. Look at Philippines actually caught up to his teammates. Is he going to let him go? They can't afford to throw away some points by colliding with each other. Both AlphaTauris are in amazing positions in third and fourth. Can't afford to make any mistakes with each other, as Mr. Divine and Kyle will get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So what are the two AlphaTauris going to do then? Is he going to make way for his teammate? Hello, Bottle by Gaming.
Lovely.
Bottle Bar Gaming. Down the inside goes the Ferrari on the Williams. You see some commonplaces, you see some overtakes happen there, but look at Dulex getting a turbo exit. Look at Rilla through getting a good run on the Haas driver. And he's got a Ferrari alongside him as well. Lap 15 out of 28 there. This could be a long race ahead of us, especially for the drivers. Probably goes quicker in the race than the drivers. And he'll get, it's a 3-second time penalty for Jonathan Cox. He won't be happy with that one, but look at him. Get a good run on the Williams, and he goes ahead of the Williams, or has he? Will he push him out wide into turn 10? Well, Jonathan Cox pushes him out wide into turn 10. Unfortunately, not much going on. It's lap 16 out of lap 28. So I think it's safe to say that Speed Crown will win this Grand Prix. He just pushed him off the track. Well, Philippines up ahead into third place. Now he's going to have to deal with Dual X, is Kyle. And Jonathan Cox is going to have to deal with him as well. Pulls out to go ahead of Dual X. Has he got to go straight down speed to try and get past Kyle? Yellow flag, because I think that's Kubica who's just spun. Oh, late defended from Kyle there. Let me go check who's just spawned because I don't want to get it wrong. I think it was Leclerc, sorry. Johnson Cox then pulls out to go alongside, and he goes down the inside of Kyle to give him a bit of a shove as well. 3-second time penalty has been gifted to the Alpha driver. Got a big train behind us as well, look at that. We've got Dulex, we've got Thrillo, we've got Philippi, we've got Jono in this train. Anybody else want to join? The Jim's driver's a bit too far back, so is the Ferrari driver. And he goes alongside the Alpha and he gets back on the podium. What an amazing recovery drive from Jono. After spinning, he gets back up into third place. Wow, what an amazing recovery drive from Jono. I hope we can keep it in third place as well. Danny Boy and Sweet Crown are just in a league of their own. They're not going to be challenged by anybody, I don't think, unless they make a mistake, which I doubt they will because they'll be consistent or raced. The fellow's got past Dulex. Three-second time penalty has been gifted to Dulex as well. That's more to add to the collection. Look at that, it's barely using any EOS, is Sweet Card, not even touching it. I wonder if he's got a wet setup on. I'd love to know what setups people are running. On board with Sweet Car now, let's give him some screen time, shall we? Because he's barely got any of it since the start of the race. Let's see how he takes these corners then. Might give some drivers advice on how to tackle the wet conditions. As now we're headed to turn 1 then. Let the engine do the braking for this corner. Drifting out wide just a bit, but to get a better entry for an exit. Go down into turn 3. Working its way through the throttle, short shifted as well. On the throttle we go. Full throttle at the exit of the corner, turn 5, easy, turn 6, at the 100 meter board. Kiss the apex of the entry. Yet again working our way through the throttle to get traction. When the curve ends, that's where you turn in, through turn 7. Turn 8, just a simple corner. Drillo's got past Kyle's in the pits, so Kyle is making a second pit stop. Into the pits he goes. Purple's in the middle sector, so this is looking to be a good lap. It's a difficult corner to get right in the wet. Look at the way he's working up to the throttle. Lovely, full throttle on the straight, that's how you should do it. Any of those struggling out there? So smooth is Sweet Crown. Breaking the 100 meter board, double locking up though, which won't matter too much. Won't even concern him at all. Oh! Almost losing the car there. Well, Dulex is right behind Thrillo. He's just got off the track. As Dulex goes down the inside. And Dulex is open to, well, Trujillo's just spun. And Jim Strav will get ahead of him. I think he should definitely pit because he's going to lose. Wait, why is Jim Strav... Did he get a legal overtake? Oh dear. I wonder if Jim Strav got a legal overtake from Drillo. If that's the case, the game is absolutely BS. I mean, what do they expect him to do? Just stay behind him and wait? Want to make it even more dangerous by just sitting there waiting for him to go? I don't think so. What a BS, what utter crap this game is. There's so many bugs and glitches I really don't understand. Sweet Clown must have had a lonely race, just like me in the commentary box. Just on his own basically, not having any competition at all. He's led every single lap of the race. Ever since he got off the line, nobody's seen him ever again. He's so quick that I can't even follow him, as Bando gets out of the way. I don't know why on lap 2 it does that stupid glitch. I honestly don't understand. There's so many bugs and errors in this game. You would have thought they'd be sorted by now, or at least fixed. Codemasters have been taking over this game for a long time. They should know how to fix a game with all that money. Don't understand, because in 2019 we still had some problems towards the end of it. In 2020 it's just not been good. So many bugs. As Philippines retired on the straight, another driver to crash the straight. How on earth has he done that? But the safety car's been deployed, and that will spice things up. And what were you doing? How on earth has he crashed there? Will they go to pits? Yes, they will. No, they won't. The Alfa Romeo will. Safety car is here to spice things up then. Let's see if this race gets even more interesting with everybody at the same time. What's he doing? Got a back marker behind him. And look at that, 40 seconds behind, he even caught up to a safety car, yeah, that's how much he's been dominating. The back marker's caught up, but not anybody else. He's at turn 6 while he's in at the end of the second sector. People who's just drove back, the reason why the safety car's out, because Philip P, he's just crashed on the straight. Hopefully we can get some more action when the safety car disappears, but second place hasn't even caught up yet, has he? Now he's starting to catch up. Look at that, look how big the gaps are. I think the safety car will come in before they catch up. The safety car will disappear in the next lap, so hopefully we can have some racing so it doesn't take up too many of the laps and gives everybody a second chance in this race to try and do something. This Racing Point now, I don't think he has a second chance, neither does Seb, who's just lagged out. Got some back markers in between the cars, so that's not going to help any of them. So I don't think Bando has a second chance because he's a lap down basically. And I have to get out of the way at the restart. Hopefully he gets out of the way at the restart because I don't want anybody like interrupting this race. Drillo, why is Drillo on the softs interestingly? Let's see what you can do on those soft tyres. Safety car is in this lap, so we'll have 3 laps of racing left to see what the drivers could do in this last part of the race. Can Danny Boy try and put up a fight on Sweet Crown? Danny Boy will be looking to clear those 2 cars ahead of him as quick as possible because he doesn't want to lose too much time. In fact, he doesn't want to hit him either because he might get a 5-second time penalty. Let's see what happens then. As Dulex has got past Kyle. Right then, the safety car is away and Sweet Crown will have a good lead over Danny Boy by 2 seconds already because there's back markers ahead of him. Not going to help him whatsoever. We've got some people off the track. Kyle and Dulex, and he spun round, and yeah, that's his race, I dare say, ruined. He's not to be happy, is he? He could be frustrated to see that. They were having arguments in this chat on the safety car restart, so I don't know what's going to happen after this. But has Danny Boy cleared? Yes, he has. He's cleared him. What about Jonathan Cox? He's cleared his teammate. As the racing point just gets nicely out of the way, so that's good to see. And Kibitz has been pushed off the track by Thrillo. I don't think it was purposely intended because he's on the soft tyres as the racing point gets out of everybody's way. A battle for 5th place going on between Dulex and the Alpha. Kyle's retired from the session and Mystic has got involved as well. Safety car's been deployed. What's the point of a safety car? Oh my god. Yeah, safety cars, no need for a second safety car. I know it's a big incident, but Sweet Khan has no idea what is happening behind him. All he sees is no one. He's probably thinking, another safety car? Why? I could have lapped everybody in this race by now. Safety cars in this lap. I didn't expect it to stay out this long, so we'll get some racing on our hands again. Ugh. I don't think there was no point in that safety car. Take it easy. Willem, my guy, how are you doing, mate? Thank you for the support a few days ago. That really meant a lot to me. I'm really glad you're here as well. How are you doing? Ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. I mean, at least you got the back mark, Jonathan, at least you got the back markers out of the way this time. This time you can actually fight them instead of having back markers in between you, so Consider it a gift. I'm doing great, mate. How are you? I'm doing fine, thanks. A lot better than before after, you know, what happened last time. I look at Danny Boy eager to get past Sweet Crown, but doesn't want to get caught napping at this restart. After passing my mask, I feel a lot better. And Jonathan Cox has got a 5-second time penalty for colliding with Danny Boy, and he'll fall down the order then as that racing point gets out of the way for everybody. You will not be happy with that. As Leclerc and Drillo, I think they were fighting before, but look at that. He's been under pressure quite a lot. Good luck commentate. Good to hear. Good luck commentating. I'll be watching the last 2 laps. Thanks, Willem. So if you've not joined us before, Sweet Crown was untouched by anybody. He was just dominating this race from start to now. He had a 40-second gap over second place before the safety cars. So he's going to be untroubled as Seb has been overtaken by Bando. They got on the curb, lit the rear tyres up and spun the car. And Jonathan Cox said, is he going to try and make a move down here? He's going to distract him, but can't make a move because he's too far back. Sweet Crown sets the fastest lap of a 1:43.9 as Danny Boy is still under pressure by Jonathan Cox. In the background, Thrillo has got a 3-second time penalty for exceeding the last limit corner, exceeding the corner at the last minute. Oh, I can speak today. Exceeding the track limits on the last corner. There we go. Not hard to say, was it? Danny Boy then under big pressure as I got to go to a Discord server to check. And Sweet Crown wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Danny Boy comes across the line to finish in second place. Jonathan will be pushed off the podium due to his 5-second time penalty. Driver of the day, Jim Strath, but my driver of the day would be, I actually don't know, I actually don't know to be honest with you, but this race has finally ended. Could say it was boring, but that's what the outcome is, that's how it is sometimes. But Sweet Crown, the German driver, has won the Chinese Grand Prix. And there are your results then. I've been your boy Jamie Morris. I'm in SHR Spindigo. Thank you so much for watching, for those people who are watching. I'll see you next race, but I won't be sat here in the commentary box. I'll be out there racing with you guys, so please give me a welcome. SHR Spindigo is out. Goodbye for now, and see you all next time in the race. Spindigo will not be spinning next week. Hopefully, Spindigo will be racing next week.